Here we go, week 7. Second video because I found some mistakes. Big mistakes. Woo! Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. First off, I was going to take Washington plus 10 at home versus the 49ers. Bad move. Bad move. The Dolphins got hundreds of yards and almost won the game versus the Redskins, scoring 13 points in the fourth quarter. Washington didn't score a point. That was close to the game. They wind up winning 17-16. They were ahead 17-3. If you're worried about the 49ers going west to east at 1 o'clock, let me remind you about this fucking game. Week 1. Here it was. San Fran at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was favored by a point. Right? I picked Tampa Bay. I did. I forgot. They're very bad in their home openers. I thought San Fran was a fucking joke. Yeah, some joke. 31-17. 31-17. They're not that bad going. This is a horrible team, Washington. They're one of the worst teams in the fucking league. And they waited till after New England got done with them to fire the head coach and switch over because they knew they'd have a possible win versus the Dolphins. You know, with the interim head coach, whoever the fuck he is, I don't care. And like, see, that was it. They almost won the game. See, they had the bye week before Washington. This team doesn't want to play, but they were very competitive in this game. For some reason, in the fourth quarter, they woke up and scored 13 points. This Washington has no defense. San Fran, one of the top defenses in the NFL. I think it's ranked 3rd with a dynamite offense. That's your Super Bowl combination right there. Everything's clicking with this team. They're my choice to win the Super Bowl. Right now, you can get them at plus 115. They opened up at plus 30-1. 30-1. Now they're plus 15-1. 15-1. From 30-1 to 15-1. Yeah. They're going to win the West. Even though their final game is away, they're going to win the West. I don't like teams who play away in their final game because if they get in as a wild card, they're dead meat. See the Chargers? See the Chargers? Fine. They're done already. They're dead. They're dead. They're not coming out of this division. They're not coming out of the playoffs. See, the final game is on the road to Kansas City, so if they get in as a wild card, that means 3 more games on the road, which is 4 consecutive road games, never happen. No matter how many miles they travel, they could be traveling in the same time zone. You're logging 4,000 or 5,000 miles in those 4 road games. You're done when you get to the 4th game. Many have made it to the 4th game and got buried. So that's 1. Number 2, my top pick of the week. My head coach said it. They're going to win the game at down. He didn't guarantee it. He came back and they thought that he guaranteed to win. He did not guarantee it. He just said, we're going to win. We've seen the mistakes we made, and we're going to correct them. And we're going to win this game. And I believe him. Eagles, plus 3 points. Remember that movie, Blazing Saddles? The guy can't, we don't need no stinking badges. We don't need no stinking points. Plus 125 money line. And guess what the money line opened up as? Dallas was minus 190. The Eagles were plus 160. Go to VegasInsider.com. That's the site you want to use. Okay? New England. First loss of the year coming. This team energized with their quarterback. Did you see them hammer Dallas? A team that had 3 wins? Yeah. Yeah, this team is excited. Donald's back. The bad thing is, the game previous, I normally don't like this the game previous to the win here, but it wasn't Darnold. Darnold didn't get hammered at the Eagles. See that? 31-6, huge double-digit blowout. Then they come back and they win straight up. Well, a lot of teams will fail after that. It goes like this. See, bing. See, that was the Ravens the first game, and then they collapsed against the spread the second one. Of course, when you pump up 59 bucket points, it's going to happen. Arizona, I don't like on the road, even though they're getting Peterson back. They got no room for error before you hit that drop below that 0 line. I'm going to roll with the Giants. Should go over still because of the Giants' defense is fucking pathetic. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? This team hit a huge double-digit negative, came back and won, right? Boom. They collapsed. You can't go, see? You loss here, Browns, win, boom. Win, boom. It's an elevator ride every week against the spread. I developed this system. Okay? The Broncos, they call this flatline. They're a bad team. They live and die by their defense. They don't have the offensive firepower to match teams that can throw the ball. Like Kansas City stuff, they don't have it. They don't have it. They'll put up 16 points and hope to stop the other team with 10. So they got their 2 wins. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? See this fucking team? They're dead. They're dead. I'm looking at their schedule. Maybe. Got to throw this one in. Look at that. Dallas. Here's Denver. Look at the rest of their schedule. There's a loss. At Indianapolis. On the 27th. Yeah, they got 3 extra days. Big deal. Cleveland. No. At Minnesota. At Buffalo. Nope. Chargers. Yeah, they might win that one because the Chargers stink. At Houston. At KC. At Detroit. Bang, bang, boom. 3 losses right there. And Oakland in the final game at home. Who feels like playing? I don't see them winning many games. Maybe 1 or 2 more, possibly. See Green Bay. They don't win the division. If they get in as a wild card, they're dead beat. Their final 2 games on the road. Week 16 and Week 17. They could lose both them games. At Minnesota, at Detroit. I don't like Oakland this week. I'm taking the Packers. I'm taking the Packers. It's just, I can't see Oakland coming back from the London trip, then go all the way over to Green Bay, which is Central Time. I can't see them stopping that team. This is like the NFL Network right now. It's got college games on. I can't show you that bottom line ticker. Gold info. Gold info. They showed the Jaguars are 1-5 all time versus the Bengals. That's straight up. They're not talking about against it. They're 1-5, and they're favored at Cincinnati. I don't know. Bengals ain't got a win yet. They're playing though. They play competitively sometimes. Play. Colts, the other team. Final game at Jacksonville. Look at this. 3 of their final 4 games. Matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4 of their final 6 are on the road. Not good. Not good. Jacoby Brissett? Nah. Jacksonville, they lost Foles. They say he's coming back. Okay. Unfortunately, every year they play at London and I throw them out of this game. Forget about it. Denver was a joke. They're a fucking joke of a team. No joke. Now Kansas City gets Green Bay and Minnesota at home. Well, without Mahomes, he's out for 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't know if Matt Moore can do it. Chiefs ain't got a good defense. Look at this. All right, so they won 40-20 at Jacksonville. Then 28-10. Blowout versus the Ravens, 33-28. Almost lost to Detroit, 34-30. Then come home, -11 versus the Colts. Lose the game. Houston Texans lost the game at home. At home. Good. At Denver, they had to win it. It was their second division game. See, that's what they focused on, the division game. This is non-division game. They don't. So let's see the rest of KC's schedule. At Tennessee. I don't know. Versus the Chargers. Where's this being played at? In Mexico City. Oh, he's Spanish. Kansas City! Touchdown! I don't know. Maybe he'll favor LA because it's close to fucking Mexico. I don't know. At New England? Possible. It's possible. New England will be getting by on a very easy schedule. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. I proved it in another video. One of my videos. Matter of fact, wait, let me show you. Let me show you something. Open up my folder. Teams. NFL. Teams with a weak strength of schedule. 100% losers if they get to the Super Bowl. Come on, load. What's going on here? Why ain't this loading? Wow. Wow. Okay. God, I pray the Patriots get to the Super Bowl. I pray they do. They're going to get buried. You talk about, I don't know how this happened. Like, do they just put the Patriots under like the weakest fucking schedule ever? A defending champion? Pittsburgh, Miami, Jets, Buffalo, they almost lost that game. Washington, the Giants. Now they got to face the Jets with Darnold. Home to Cleveland, yeah. At Baltimore, I predict a loss. Open date. At Philadelphia, I predict a loss. I do, really. They want to beat the Eagles, from the Super Bowl, but it's not going to happen. Then they get Dallas at home. Don't win that game. At Houston, I doubt it. Kansas City at home. Kansas City can kick their ass in New England. They proved it. Andy Reid is not like Bill Belichick. At Cincinnati, that's a win. Then they get Buffalo and Miami, the final two games. Talk about the 32nd ranked easiest schedule in the world. There it is. There it is. This team will not win the Super Bowl on this fucking schedule. And it's going to get proven Monday night. The Jets are going to take them down. Who's going to win the NFC North? This team. The Vikings. Good defense, good offense. But see the Bears. They're one of those teams. They live and die by their defense. Like they match up against, but they have put up points. They can't score. They've hit the 30s, the 20s. So they're not like Denver. They're not like other teams. Jacksonville, they're dead. Houston, dead. None of the teams in the AFC South will be at the Super Bowl. Guaranteed. You won't see not one of them. New England again. Oh, God. Dallas. Okay, back to this week's games. Just shooting this video up a little bit here. Saints. 4 straight covers in a row. See, this ain't like the flat line up and over. This is the flat line here, and then they went up again. So it's like they could have went down, but they decided to go up. I don't think they're gonna get by the Bears defense. I don't. Even though they've been playing pretty solid defense of their own, without Kamara and a couple other players on the offense, I don't know. So, see, here's what I do. See, against the spread, I figure what goes up on the board is what counts to me. I picked the Rams plus 1.5 points. It's just a strange fucking spread. See, the Seahawks had this thing with their owner. They put them up with a Wall of Fame. I took the Rams on the money line, and I took the 1.5 points. It's weird. How the fuck do you not cover 1.5 points? That was Seattle. See, when they do these things, it just don't work. When a former player speaks out how he wants revenge against his former team, like whatchamacallit Mac did over the Raiders, bad news, baby. Their former team remembers him very well. They practiced against him. They've had him on their squad for years. Don't work. Don't work. Big mouths will lose games. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. So, San Fran, lock that one in. Vikings over the Lions. It's up to 2. Vikings are now -2. Chargers +2 with the Titans. Maybe now that they're a dog, I don't know, they got the better offense than Tennessee does. Tannehill in? How much can he learn in 1 week? If that's a quarterback, Tennessee, yeah, it's west to east. I don't know if it's a 4 or 1. I didn't work it. I love the Ravens getting 3.5 at Seattle. This is a pretender. They're not that good. Bears giving 3 to the Saints. Not 3, it's less than that. It moved. Eagles are getting 2.5. I love them. Eagles and Jets, my top 2. I kind of thought -16.5, -17 was too much for the Bills to handle. But the Dolphins, back-to-back road games, up to Washington, back home to Miami, now all the way up to Buffalo. I don't think they're going to answer the bell here. I don't think. Buffalo, yeah, they could put the points up. Yeah, they can stop Miami. Their defense is damn solid. Rams at the Falcons. Jalen Ramsey's going to turn his team around? Nah. I like the Falcons. I really like the Falcons taking 3 points at home. Win their second game of the year. This team is a pretender. They're dead already. They're dead. They play in London, and they lost to Tampa Bay. You don't want to lose to Tampa Bay. Packers, I like over the Raiders. Texans, +1 at the Colts. Wrong. Colts. Texans can't win there. Colts own that fucking team. Really. I think they've won two games. 2 games. Under O'Brien, they won a couple. And they came up empty in the others. First at home and at the Colts. The Colts just beat this fucking team every time. Bears giving the Saints 3, 2.5. Yeah, we're sticking with Chicago at home. We're sticking with the Bears. I know, Chase Daniels versus Teddy Bridgewater. Bet. I'm sticking with the Bears because they're home. I've seen the Saints play at the Bears before. They came away empty. And when the Bears weren't, they had a little better offense, but they weren't that good. Ay. Bad pick here at Denver. I didn't realize it. This is the team that has no offense. They don't have it. It's not Flacco. Just don't have the weapons. You don't have the O-line. Got sacked 6 fucking times by Kansas City. Since when has Kansas City been sacking teams? Nobody. Not even at home. So don't give Kansas City's 30-6 win at Denver all that fucking bullshit. Watch what happens when they come home. I got them all figured out, Chiefs. All figured out. Got you all figured out, KC. And without Mahomes for 3 weeks, they might lose every fucking game. See this? Look, these are teams that can play. They got an offense and a defense. Green Bay, Minnesota. Home. At Tennessee, yeah, they might win that one. Versus the Chargers in New Mexico, yeah, they'll win that one. Oakland? Don't know. At New England? They might. They can get it up for the Patriots. Then they got Denver again. That's another fucking easy win. At Chicago? No. Then the Chargers, final game. They're in the playoffs again. And one and done again. They're not coming out. They're not going to be in the Super Bowl. They're not going to be there. Madden curse. He's already waving his magic wand. Mahomes out for 3 weeks. Limping around with that fucking ankle. That's why I picked against him. Bad pick. Bad fucking pick. It's just a pick. Thank God I didn't get down to the... I was all tied up here at home and stuff. Doing other things for the wife, and I couldn't make the bet before game time. Thank God. Saved that $50. Whew. Yeah. And so I gotta go. I gotta redo this fucking thing. NFL weak starts. I remember the teams that got in on weak schedules. First of all, with the Denver Broncos versus Seattle. You're talking about a jerk-off fucking schedule that year. There it was. Peyton Manning, all these fucking records. Year of the horse by the Chinese astrological sign. I looked at Seattle's schedule. Nah. Denver was favored by 2 points. I said, really? My son's sitting here like, congratulations, John, you put a great team on. I said, don't get too excited. This is the best defense I ever saw in the Super Bowl in years. They're going to get buried. Nah, come on, Seattle. Russell Wilson. He's a good quarterback, man. A good quarterback. All them fucking records. You told me all them fucking... I said, the only records I can pay attention to, the ones that get down in my basement in the crates. You put on the turntable and play music. Those are the records I pay attention to. Don't tell me about they got all these touchdowns, this, that, and the other, yards, hundreds of touchdowns, hardly any interceptions. And you know what game should have woke you the fuck up? That year, the biggest red flag ever on the Denver Broncos that year? Where we at? You watch, you gotta pay attention. Denver, where we at? First of all, the defense was not that good. See, look at it. 49-27, 41-23, 21-20, 51-48. Well, good. They beat Washington. At San Diego, they won. They beat Tennessee 51-28. home game, Thursday Night Football, they lost the fucking game to the San Diego Chargers. Not the LA Chargers, there it was. Get to the Super Bowl, Peyton Manning scored 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The first play was a fucking safety. The ball got snapped over his head. Seattle picked it up in the end zone. I laughed my fucking ass off. There's your 32nd ranked schedule, folks. There's one of them. We'll see the other one. Uh, 15-1. 15-1. The Carolina Panthers. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't. I'm sorry. I was looking. Here we go. 2015. Look at them. Look at them. Look at all the wins. Lose at Atlanta. Okay, that was a tough game for them. Tampa Bay, Seattle, Arizona, 49-15, -4.5 versus one of the best defenses in football. Boom. They got buried. When you see teams constantly give it up, 26-29, 41-38. See? Doesn't work, guys. Doesn't work. You only got so much gas in the tank for the season. See, you burn up all that fucking offense, you're coming up empty in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. It's like the Wingland. They hammered Miami 41-0. Yeah, okay, did you need 41 points to win the game? No. You wasted a ton of points. You wasted energy. That's called wasted energy. You're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. And they did the very next game. They didn't cover versus the Jets at home. That's what you get when these teams win big. You're going to get a big, huge point spread. Everybody has a theory. Oh, they're going to bury that fucking team. They won 41-3. They're going to bury that fucking team. They come home and they lose the game straight up. But they don't cover the spread. Winning as an underdog, going to a favorite. Bad news. Bad news in the NFL. Bad news. Bad news. These teams that flip-flop rolls. And the worst one is Arizona. 75% losers. Straight up and against the spread. If they go from a dog to a favorite, bad news. I already threw him out. Rookie head coach. You're done. You're done. Hey, you covered the spreads at the first. You tied game. Tied game. It's amazing how they own the Lions at home. They were +3 by Detroit. I said not this time. I'm taking Detroit. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. Tied game. Tied game. They got the cash. Next week at Baltimore. Yeah, get 13 points they won because Baltimore had pumped up 59 points week 1. That's all. Carolina, they lost. They lost at Cincinnati. I think they won. And home versus Atlanta, plus points. Missed point after attempt. The best kicker in the NFL. Hasn't missed a point after attempt all season. Decided to miss it there. I didn't update it. They won it. Cincinnati was a winless team. Atlanta had 1 win. Unfortunately, versus not the home opener, they're very good. They're very good in their home openers. Falcon, remember this, see? Home opener. Home opener. Home opener. Home opener. Home opener. The only time they lost the home opener they got to the Super Bowl and also lost because they lost to the wrong team. Where we at? Here it is. There it is. They lost to the Buccaneers. You lose to the Buccaneers for real? The Saints, they didn't play the final 3 games of the year. They saw the Vikings were losing. They backed off the second half, and Tampa Bay winds up winning the game. And they didn't play at the Panthers. They were a 9-point underdog. They didn't play the final 3 games. They didn't play versus Dallas. They didn't play the full game versus Tampa Bay. And they definitely didn't play Carolina. So, where did they get to the Super Bowl? 25-point lead blown. I just hammered New England. I hammered New England for $500. I said, there's no way this team's going to win. There's no way this team's going to win. Hey, again. 45-32, 48-30. See this? 28-31, 28, 32, 30. That's no defense there. 33, 32, 28, 24. Jesus Christ, they're giving up over 3 touchdowns a game most of the year. No match. Fucking Matt Ryan. Fuck him. It's another team. They put all the money in the quarterback. You forget the rest of the team has to be there. Baltimore, you are not good anymore. It's not that good. Another athletic quarterback. He's running before he paid you like he's looking to run. Buffalo, solid defense, man. Look at this. 16, 14, 17. The 17 points is the most they gave up. Why didn't they cover versus Cincinnati? Simple. Look who's on the schedule next. The Patriots at home. And they lost. They covered the spread. They should have won the game, but they didn't. And they got Miami. They got Philadelphia and Washington. At Cleveland. At Miami again. Then they get Denver at home. Jesus Christ. At Dallas. Guess what? Yeah, they'll beat Dallas. Baltimore. Tough one. At Pittsburgh. Doubt it. Look who's up Thursday night. They're going to be looking ahead to that game Thursday night. I might take the Steelers. Then they get the Jets in the final. God, they might lose the final 3 games of the year. 0-4 in Super Bowls. So are the Vikings. I wish they would match up so somebody could break their fucking maiden Super Bowl losing streak. Hey, that's it, guys. Bears. Vikings, lock. 49ers, lock. Eagles, Jets, lock. That's my top 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my top 4. Ravens, I like a lot. I like them getting 3.5 at Seattle. Cover or win the game straight up. The pretender. The pretender. Leads you to boom. Doom. They're gone. That's it. That's it. Money. Cash. Boom. Do the opposite of what Vegas is telling you. Okay, read into the point spread moves. Watch what's happening. Look at the NFL Network, the bottom ticker. That info up there is solid. Goodbye. See you later.